Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll run on first down. Gary, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 23-yard line.
Off the play fake. Swift. It's completed to Caldwell. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Swift. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 46. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
'They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Five yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going. Back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the 49ers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
7, Rams nothing.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Second and 8. Operating from the gun. Swift. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Swift. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Lance to throw it. And oh, he coughed it up. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So this, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. His throw incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 57. Mike, 57.
Back to throw. Swift. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And avoids the contact by sliding.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
It's just me and you. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 1st down, Swift. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Rams nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
57. Mike, 57.
Looking to throw. Swift. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. This pass complete to Higgins. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Throwing on 1st down. Swift. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Niners are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this or otherwise and turn it into positives moving forward.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the foot.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
On play action, Lance. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From midfield, here's Lance. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A gain of 14. First down, San Francisco.
On first down, Bean. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Down at the 31. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll try the left side. Bean fighting through it. He's got space.
Live for this.
Touchdown, 49ers. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14. Rams, nothing.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Higgins. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard. Nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
First down.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, 49ers. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the final number, pretty impressive courtesy of Next Gen Stats, 21.4 miles per hour. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? To throw on second down, Swift. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
57 to Mike. 57.
Back to throw. Swift firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assess the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Throwing now is Lance. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Swift looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Caldwell. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Now Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Working from the gun, Lance. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Lance now on first down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Lance. He's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Draymond Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3rd and long.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
2nd and inches at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Swift. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Swift. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Swift. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30.
and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Operating from the gun, Swift will dump this off to Akers. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Off the option, here's Akers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Swift. Touchdown! Cam Akers with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on 1st down. Bean. Jordan Fuller there to take him down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Bean. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Touchdown, 49ers. Trey Lance, 30 yards. And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Badgley on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Niners 28, Rams 11. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st down, Swift finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Rams are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Looking to throw. Swift got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Rams. Hunter Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Rolling to his right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Bean. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. To throw on second down. Swift. Able to find Higgins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for an LA.
Throwing on first down. Swift. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down. From the gun, Swift. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Brings up third down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
A gain of 2. Brings up fourth down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Back to throw. Swift. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's second and 10. To throw again. Swift. Open man, the tight end Henry. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. On first and 10. Swift. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On first down, Bean. There he goes again, and all the way up to the 33-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run the counter. Bean. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. 9 yards that time on the keeper. Brings up fourth down.
Well, it brings up fourth down.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it a second down. So the victory here for San Francisco. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the 49ers, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale